Hello again and welcome to Ndudu by Fafa.
Hello everyone, it's Fafa Gilbert here and thank you again for tuning in to watch another episode of an exciting recipe. Now, if you haven't subscribed yet, you're doing yourself a great disservice. Can you please click that subscribe button like now? Thank you, Akbar. Mindamushi. And the notification button, ding dong, yes, next to it. So it means anytime I upload a video, it's delivered straight to your email address. No wahala, straight line. If you do like the video, please don't forget to click the like button, because the more likes the video gets, the more it becomes visible, and the more it helps me to be more creative and bring you more dishes and recipes. So yes, now today what have I got on the menu? You've got to watch to the end to find out what that is.
And today I'm actually making my beautiful suya bread swirls. Look at the view. Yay! What is this? What is she up to again? I know, right? But I'll tell you what, it was just delicious and it's definitely a must try. So if you've actually watched my previous video on how to make peshwari naan, the measurements for this is there. So you need your salt, your flour, your yogurt, you need your yeast, as well as your olive oil. And then using your mixer, mix everything together till you form a dough by adding your warm water. The warm water has to be warm enough, but also one that you can actually dip a finger in and it won't burn. Now, in terms of the measurements, I'll leave it as a link on my blog in ndudubyfafa.blogspot.com, so do check it out. Now, if you're actually using your hand, just mix everything together till you've actually formed a dough, and on a flat surface, knead your dough by using your palm and stretching the dough away from you. You have to do this for about 25 minutes, which means you have to activate your core. Perfect exercise, absolutely. And then, if you're actually using your kitchen mixer, the secret to actually knowing that your dough is perfect is when you actually see the sides or the edges of your bowl being clean. Then you know that the gluten is actually activated and it's perfect. So now that my dough is actually ready, you just cover it with a cling film. And what I do is to actually proof it, I preheat my oven to about 180 degrees, switch it off, open the door of the oven and leave it there. So that residual heat quickens up the process, because you need to leave it in the warm place for it to double up in size. So once you've done all these shenanigans, it's now time for you to actually roll this beauty. So on your surface, now this time around, I'm actually not using flour, but I'm actually using olive oil, because it needs that moisture and it's just incredible. So when you use the olive oil, it's easier. Look at that, shine, shine, shine. So as if you're actually, about to eat your fufu, what I've actually just done is I just cut this into equal portions, because I'm going to roll them. And once I roll them, I'm actually going to stuff it with my spices. So now that I've actually got enough olive oil, I'm also oiling the pan that I actually be using to bake my bread in. Now, what I've actually added here is onion flour. You're like, what? Yes, it makes a big difference. So the onion flour actually adds that extra flavor. Now, of course, if you don't have your onion flour, you can actually use your garlic flour. Alternatively, just use your normal plain flour, that would be great. But if you can actually use some dry spice as a base, that would be so good. So it's now time to roll it. Hey, roll it. So we're going to roll this into beautiful disc. Now this is a time one can be creative. At this point, I'm actually adding some caraway seeds and I'm just going to leave this as plain. So I roll it this way, so it's stuffed in there, and then I just cut it into beautiful sizable pieces. I then form another disc, and this time I'm actually sprinkling it with my sea spice. Now I'd leave a link at the top for my sea spice recipe, which is definitely a must try. Now I did take these bread pieces to work, and I'll tell you what, my colleagues loved it. They just asked for more and more and more. Look how beautiful and stretchy the dough is. It was so soft and fluffy when cooked. So yes, you can be creative with the type of spices that you do use. And of course for this recipe, I'm actually using my Suya spice. So yet again, I create the disc and then actually fill it with my Suya spice and roll it. And then I cut it into beautiful pieces. And then just place it in my baking tray or pot or pan. What is it if it's not even a pot? Yeah, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay, so whatever it is that I'm baking it in. And now I'm actually giving it different flavors. I'm actually sprinkling with a little bit of cumin seeds and then the Suya spice, and then I stretch it whilst I roll it. And yeah, just cut it, and it's as simple as that. So follow this process so you've actually used up all your dough. And at this point, preheat your oven to 180 degrees as well, because I'm also going to allow this to double up in size again. So this is going to be like the second proofing. That's just so beautiful. Trust me, it was good. Yeah, I think it's about time I actually cleared these surfaces. So I'm just going to wipe all my surfaces, and here I have my dough. So I'm brushing it with a little bit of olive oil, and then I'm actually going to cover it with a cling film and leave it in a warm place, and this will double up in size. Now for it to actually double up in size quickly, you can actually open the door of your oven, your preheated oven that is, and place it just there, and within about 35 minutes it should be ready. So my oven is actually preheated at 180 degrees. So I'm actually going to place my bread dough in the oven. I'm also going to place a tray at the bottom part of the oven and fill it with a bit of water. The water would create a steam whilst this bread is cooking, which means it quickens the cooking time. But secondly, also forms a beautiful crust on the surface, which is exactly what I do require, because I want it to be moist and fluffy in the middle and crusty on the top. Just say, this is like flavor zone. Hey, look at this. So after about 25 minutes, you end up with this golden beauty. Ndudu. Now, if you've not tried any other recipe, this one day you have to try it. And I'll tell you what, you just dip this into beautiful melting cheese sauce. Oh my God, thank me later. Now here we have the pièce de résistance. And look at this, I'm moving it. And it's nice and fluffy and it's just, you can just see. And you see the onion has actually made the bottom a little bit crusty, and it's just like, mwah, flavor. Look how perfect it is. Now let's just open this beauty, and this is still hot, and like you open it and it's fluffy, it's stretchy, the spices are doing logo. Hey, this one is going straight into my mouth. Yeah, you also going to make some, you know the see. If you do like what you see, don't forget to click that subscribe button, like the video. Yes, absolutely. Now, I'd leave a transcript of this recipe on my blog ndudubyfafa.blogspot.com, and that would include a list of ingredients and measurements. I'm also on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter as ndudubyfafa, so do pass by and say hi. Now, until next time, take care of you, be nice, be beautiful, and guess what? I love you. Take care.